Welcome to episode, I don't know, of the Erwin Media
17.
Podcast.
17.
Welcome to episode 17 of the Erwin Media Podcast. The only podcast where we don't fuck bitches.
When did we
Right.
ever before?
When did I ever?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Dude,
We're all virgin losers.
No, dude, I'm Demi. I don't fuck bitches, because I only fuck one bitch.
Who, Beth?
Wow!
Oh.
Shots fired.
Welcome to the Losers Club. Join us.
Oh yeah. Who the fuck is this new guy?
Oh, yeah,
Will's
Who the
replacement.
fuck are you?
Fuck you guys. Okay.
Well, the viewers don't know.
Oh.
We know, but the viewers don't. So who are you?
identify yourself.
I know.
stranger.
Okay. Hey guys. My name is Electro Gamer but my real name is David. I've been friends with these moops for years.
Yes, he has.
But
Since
real
what,
quick,
2017?
I
Yeah,
think
it's
so,
2017, I think.
yeah.
Wow.
but
Nice.
In fact, I'll even say this. I remember it was like the first time I met Matt, it was like during one of his live streams.
oh god, I feel
remember.
old.
I remember. Back,
But
I feel old. Me doing live streams, Lamau.
Same.
no, but continuing real quick. If you look at the fucking colors, and I'm pointing this out because me and Tay get it, I think David gets it. We are the Wiggle colors. And I'm Happy Boy.
Yay!
No, we're not high. We're the Wiggles. It's high. We're the chicken coop.
And we're just doing your chicken kook stem.
I did it. I did the stem.
I did it when you said it too.
I'm gonna do it on screen.
Oh my god.
I don't even care.
Oh,
Right.
yo,
The
Okay,
the
Tay,
podcast listeners are not gonna be able to see this.
Tay,
I know, but I don't
just
care. I'm
curiosity.
just gonna do it just because.
Unless- Yeah.
Do it.
Right, ready?
Go.
Yeah.
Instead of hi, we're the Wiggles. It's.
Oh,
He's dying, folks.
Hang on.
let him get it.
Okay. Hi, we're the chicken.
He couldn't even.
Oh
He
my
couldn't. So, to describe what that
Oh
was,
my
because the
God.
audio people could not see that, or the people listening to this could not see that, he does a stem, right, where he'll rock back and forth really, really quick, and I don't know how to describe what he's doing with his hands. But
Oh,
Speaking of stimming,
yeah, speaking of stimming, if you may have noticed, this was uploaded on April 2nd, 2021, which is National Autism Awareness Day.
Yay!
Yay! A day where the retards can be retarded and it'll be okay.
Oh, wow.
Oh my
Wow!
ouch!
Hey, we're all
Whoa.
retarded. We're okay. We're retarded.
Wow.
Before we continue, yes, I'm an autistic person who says the word retarded because it is not a fucking slur. Quit being offended on my behalf, Karen.
Oh my god. Oh,
My
that
pizza
just
is ready.
Matt
yup.
has pizza. Oh,
Parrot.
that reminds me. Yesterday, I got Little Caesars when we were painting eggs, and I got that good crust.
Oh, you lucky.
Little fever.
You know, wait, Tay, you've had Little Caesars, right?
I haven't had it, but I know what you're talking about.
Like that good crust that's just like
Yes.
perfectly golden brown and delicious.
Oh, yes. Dude, you're making
No,
me hungry
because
now.
we don't even have Little Caesars over here.
Well, go boopity boop on a bum bum fat Jew.
I'm
What?
sorry for living in a completely different country.
What?
I'm not gonna lie, all I understood out of that was fat Jew.
I was just about to say, what the English?
And this, ladies and gentlemen, this is what I've done to these people.
Yeah.
But yes, we've uploaded this on Autism Awareness Day because surprise, we're all autistic.
Where the hell are the others? Sorry.
You don't know that, Hayden, when you say that.
Well,
Yeah,
Tay
because Tay-
thinks she
Well.
does, but hasn't been officially diagnosed. There you go.
Well, we're gonna discuss a little more because Hayden, explain what we're doing on this Autism Awareness podcast.
So, we specifically invited the autistic people in this server to discuss how autism affects them. And the main goal with this particular one is we want to show how we want to advocate for autistic individuals. So, in terms of stories, I think I should go first since, this is my company and everything.
Okay, Mr. Bossman, tell your story.
I am not Mr. Bossman today.
Mr.
Today
Krabby
I am
Patty.
Mr. Krabby Patty with the burger. Because
You're
we are
right.
recording this on April Fools.
Oh, you're right. Hey! Look
Hey,
who's joining
there's
the party!
Alex!
Hi guys.
Hello.
Alex.
Wait. Who the fuck is this guy?
Yes, we have a new person!
We have 2 new people.
We have
Who
another
the fuck
new
is
person.
This guy?
It's
Yay,
Alex,
big round of applause.
bitch. Hi guys.
Hello.
How's it going?
Entrance.
But
So how is everyone?
you joined just in time.
Oh,
Yeah, your timing couldn't
You
have
are
been
just
any
in time
better,
for the
dude.
main discussion. But to get around to it, what I basically told these guys in the audience was we're going to talk about how living with autism has affected us and how we want to advocate for people with autism.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So,
What does advocate mean?
advocate means shut up and listen.
So should I introduce myself, like who I
Yes.
am and stuff? Okay.
Yes.
So hi, I'm Alex. I'm also known as Percyfan 100. Deal with it. I'm
He's
not.
from the one country in the world that's COVID free.
Oh, kia ora. Yeah, I'm from New Zealand.
Love
Yeah,
the accent, by the way.
Oh,
Yeah,
thank
that
you.
accent is smooth.
Yeah,
Your
I don't know.
accent's really tight.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, that I really like your
Yeah,
accent. Bro.
finally, someone who I'm not the only non-American in this thing.
But-
Exactly.
Wait, hold on. So you said you're from New Zealand, right?
That's right. Yep.
Then you're exactly where my homie, the sniper from TF2, resides. Hey!
And
He lives
same
where
for
Power Rangers is filmed.
yeah, I was gonna
There
say
you go.
same for Power Rangers. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Isn't it banned there?
yeah, it's not allowed to air there because of the quote unquote violence, yet it's allowed to shoot there. Logic.
I just saw that on the wiki page. Yeah.
Wow.
But
Uh.
let's start the hour going, and I will share my story of how I was diagnosed and all that nonsense.
I'll go last
Okey-dokey.
actually because I'm the newest person here. So
Yeah.
All right.
Cool.
So I will start the hour. Okay, so my story is I went the first 5 years of my life without being diagnosed, and I started kindergarten around the time I was diagnosed, and my teacher saw me fidgeting with a pencil, and she called my parents and said, "Does he have autism?" And they were like, "No," and she was like, "You should get him tested to see if he is," and sure enough, I ended up being autistic, and I think this was a few years ago. I had this conversation with my mother about how I was diagnosed, and she told me, "I'm not gonna lie, I just thought you were stupid."
okay.
Such a loving mother.
Well then.
God damn it.
Wow.
Well then.
Such a loving mother.
Oh
That's
my-
a big mood.
Wow.
Wow.
Well then.
But how having autism has affected me. It honestly, truth be told, doesn't affect me all that much. At least not as much as it used to. I'm at a point now where I can mask it so well, to the point where if you were to look at me, unless you saw me fidgeting or doing my stims, you would never have been able to guess.
Right.
But now I'm at a position in my life where I not only, of course, advocate for autistic people, but I actually work with autistic people on a nearly daily basis, and it is truly a joy in my life right now that I
Wow.
get.
Good for you, man.
Well then.
But yeah, I really didn't have a huge ass story.
Well, what else do you do like with it? Like, are there things you do to like cope in a sense, like what you did early years or
like-
whatever?
You do like the pros and cons.
Well, my pros and cons, really. My biggest pro is like my autism allows me to view the world in such a unique way, and
Yeah.
Right.
that honestly, I feel like the way, and I think this could apply to every single one of us here, the way we view the world, despite it being, different from how normal people see it. There's just something about the way we see the world that makes it all the more real to us.
Mm.
Yeah.
Like we see
And
certain
in
things
that-
that other people don't.
Yeah, but obviously,
No, we're not schizophrenic.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
we're not that crazy.
Well, I'm crazy.
We're all crazy, but we're not that crazy.
Yeah,
We're not that crazy. Have you seen me?
Good point.
Exactly.
Have you
point.
seen me?
Oh no.
Exactly.
But
Duh.
I'd say my biggest con is
Sorry.
obviously I hate how my ears are so fucking sensitive, because like that's my biggest con, especially when you're in the places that I go to, like when I'm at my girlfriend's house and they have like the kids over and they are super fucking loud,
Mm.
or
Yeah.
I'm somewhere where there's no fucking way to keep it from echoing, and ugh.
Wow.
Pro
Hey guys, I
tip.
will be
I feel
right
ya.
back. Just keep going. I will be
Pro tip.
right back.
Okay.
All right, David.
Hey,
just mute.
Pro tip.
Yeah.
Bring headphones.
I've
I'm
actually
wearing earphones, so yeah.
Well, I would hope so.
So am I.
But-
I'm
Yes,
wearing
I am.
headphones.
I've considered it, but my thing is I can't do headphones for like a long amount of time. Like no matter what it is, whether it be earbuds or like those fucking earmuffs looking things.
Oh, yeah.
I
have like
can't
three
do
those.
pairs of
I-
those, lol.
I can't do those for too long. Otherwise, it'll fucking drive me insane.
I actually
I
recently had a pair of
practically live.
headphones, but they broke. So because I just broke one of the sides, like I'm so dumb, I don't know
Oh
why I
yeah,
did it,
yeah.
but
Well,
One
we
side,
all break
one
things.
side stops working. That's so annoying. When that
no, I actually
happens.
literally broke one of the headsets. Like literally, it just
Oh my
broken
god! Like
half.
it's
Oh,
physically
yeah.
oh,
broken.
it just snapped. Oh dear.
yeah, like
Oh
it
dear.
actually,
Ooh.
oh god,
But
yeah, definitely a big oof.
I think we can all agree the biggest pro is that we're not boring.
Oh,
Well, I'm
totally.
boring.
No, you're not.
Nah.
Yeah, that's true.
If you were boring, you wouldn't be here right now.
Why? No joking.
No,
You're
it's
a
funny
mean
that the
name.
few it's funny that the few neurotypical people we have in the server are somehow not boring.
Yeah.
hmm
But
Shout out to April and Liz.
There you go.
Yes.
the people listening be like, "Who the fuck is April?" Someone who doesn't appear.
Well, it's funny how you say that because when I first heard the name Liz, I thought it was like Liz Productions or
You
something.
thought it was the
but,
Liz you knew.
Yes,
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
We're not that cool.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, you told me that.
But so Matt, would you like to share your story?
Okay.
All right. I'll multitask. I'll eat and tell my story.
Okay, good.
Just be like, "Oh, hello."
Rubber, 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 rubber.
Why does that sound like that interactive storybook on the Nick Jr. website about that damn penguin?
Matt, that just sounds like me, but a 10 times worse of numb mouth.
Oh, yeah,
Oh, gosh.
And your no is the literal lie.
Oh yeah, I know.
Die.
Yeah.
I'm genuinely curious how many people. I'm genuinely curious how many people in the audience know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I don't know. 300.
300.
But
What 300? We have
so-
like 10 viewers.
True.
You can make it 300. No, I'm joking.
Okay, come on. We keep cutting them
okay.
off.
Okay, let's focus. Just focus.
All right. So I think I was around 3 or 4. And funny enough, it wasn't actually my mom who came to the conclusion and that she thought that I might have had autism. It was my my auntie and my grandfather.
Oh.
Well, my great auntie, my grandfather's sister, my great aunt, and she had a son, who's older than me, and he was autistic, and loved Thomas. So when I went round their house, I was just getting into Thomas at the time. So knowing me, I was like, oh my god, and I would just play. I wouldn't even speak or anything. I just walk towards the toys, play with them, put them in a certain order, watch the videos. That be that. Go home. And uh, and my sort of behavior, like my aunt saw that in her son. Like she sort of reminded me of her son, my cousin, and my grandfather saw that as well, and then my granddad pulled my mum aside and was like, "Do you think maybe he might, you know, be on the spectrum or whatnot?" And my mum didn't know at the time. Like she didn't deny it. She was just like, I'm not sure, but we can go and get him tested." And fun enough, my testing process, like when they take you into a room and like test you like during a session, I apparently my mum has that recorded on a VHS tape and it's somewhere in the attic, and I'm dying to see that. Like I really want to know like how like seeing that footage made them come to the conclusion that I was autistic. Like I would love to just look back and see how I acted as a 4-year-old. Because obviously being 23, you don't remember being 4, do you, all that much?
I
No.
have a
So-
few memories from when I was 4.
Yeah, I have a few tiny little memories of being 4, but like not the whole experience. But of
I
course,
can't
I
remember
remember
anything
that.
when I was 4. Like, was I 4?
Was I
Yeah.
4?
What?
No, you were
Like-
born
like-
and just skipped to your earliest memory.
Beautiful.
No, like
That's beautiful.
the only thing I remember doing when I was 4 was watching Thomas or Teletubbies. That was it. But yeah, another thing that sort of made them think is they would always remember me. When watching television, I would never sit down. I would always stand up. I would, even if they told me to sit down, I wouldn't. So I bet when they tried to watch the TV, I was quite the nightmare because I'd never sit down, so I'd just be stuck in front.
Oh, I'm the same. Yeah.
Yeah, so they're like, sit down. I'm like, no, I want to.
No, no, sit down. No.
Yeah,
Sit down,
Yeah,
no,
literally.
no. But no, yeah, I would, and they'd know me for. They wouldn't call it stims because I don't think they'd call it that. They just said my little dances in front of the TV.
Oh.
Like
Oh my
they would just view my stimming as just dancing for some reason.
Come
Probably
on,
because
let's
of the amount
boogie.
of Teletubbies you watch. Oh, sorry, I was too busy doing the
He's
boogie
doing the
woogie.
boogie woogie.
You do the boogie
Um,
woogie and you turn yourself around.
Oh
That's
my
what it's
That's what
all
it's all
about.
about.
Oh, the boogie woogie.
Oh, really?
Sorry,
Oh my
That's
god.
brilliant.
I just made it up.
But yeah,
That's
that's how I
beautiful.
knew, and I would again what Hayden said, sensitive hearing, loud noises, like police siren, like emergency service vehicles, and like people shouting. It would like be really frightening, and
Surprisingly,
being
I can handle sirens pretty well.
oh, I can't. I even now I can't. And that's another thing. Sensory overloads are like moving on to the pros and cons. The biggest con for me is sensory overloads, both
I
like sight and hearing.
This might be surprising to some of y'all, but my first sensory overload wasn't until my senior year of high school.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah.
I think I heard that before, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Well, I
you
think
mentioned
maybe
it in
you
one of the
you
videos.
told me, you mentioned it or something, like, on the podcast, or I have no clue.
Yeah, I think you mentioned it previously on one of the podcasts.
I think he did. Yeah.
But yeah, both sight and hearing, I have quite a bad like sensory processing, but with the help of my headphones, like going out in headphones actually does help. Like just blasting, uh, blasting bops in my ear while out in public is a
Or
very
like heavy
great
metal.
heavy metal is cool. But I mean, hell, I would be listening to like Thomas's anthem walking down the street. I wouldn't care.
Oh wow.
Done that before. Like, do you know how many songs I have like in a Thomas playlist that I used to just blast in my ears whenever I went out anywhere?
Over 1,000? No.
Hundreds.
I don't know.
I had like over 100 different songs on my old iPod, and I'm back to square one again on my iPad, and I just blast Thomas in my ears, lol. When I'm in the mood, though. Haven't been in the mood recently. I haven't been in the haven't not been in the Thomas mode recently, so.
The
How
show
dare
sucks
you?
now anyway.
But yeah, like another thing is how they suspected I was autistic was I would explain things in like really like explicit detail. Like I would like be it something I was like obsessed with, like because I normally I wouldn't really talk all that much, but if it was something like they call it special interest, if it was something I was really interested in, I could talk for hours about it and not stop. And
So basically,
another
like
word.
gossiping or something. Like,
Yeah, except it was like, be it stuff I liked, it like, e.g., since it was me as a kid, it would either just be Thomas or Teletubbies or like any other show I watched, for instance, like SpongeBob or like loads of other ones. And yeah, like that's how like they suspected. And then I went through the diagnosis stage, and I was officially diagnosed with Asperger's, which sits on the higher end of the spectrum. But it still counts as autism. It's just a different type of or form of it. To continue on with the pros and cons. Sorry, I'm kind of just like making it up as I go along here. That's why I'm. If I stutter a lot, I'm sorry. If I don't
That's
have a
okay.
lot
That's
to go,
all right.
if I have a lot to go off on, it takes me a lot of time to think of what I'm gonna say. Yeah, like social anxiety is a big part of like autism. Like again, I don't talk to anyone unless I'm actually comfortable, like unless I know them and I can trust them. Depression also comes with autism. I mean, it may be a condition of itself, but I as a fellow autistic person, I actually did my research. Take notes, Sia.
Oh!
oh
Don't
god.
get me started on that shit. I had to post my
Whoa.
fucking
Whoa,
review of
no.
that shit today.
Calling her out.
She's a fucking
Oh,
bitch
God.
for making that damn movie. I had to fucking look. I'm gonna say this right now. You people are lucky I sat through that movie, so y'all didn't fucking have to. That is the one video I regret fucking post.
Oh, I'm not offended. I've never seen it.
Neither
Good.
have
I should
Good.
not have said Sia.
See ya.
No,
Yeah, Sia.
But,
See
like-
ya.
but no.
Love
Like
that.
this is my last subject on the movie, and then I'm done. Don't watch it. That movie is worse than 20 fucking abortions.
Oh boy.
It's
Oh,
worse
wow.
than the Emoji Movie, and that's saying something.
Yep.
Oh man.
At least the Emoji Movie isn't fucking offensive.
True.
Poop
Uh-huh.
emoji,
It's just
voiced by a poop.
terrible.
It's not offensive. It's just cringe.
Literally.
Yep.
But anyway.
Back to it. Yeah.
What?
Was that you, Hayden?
Yes!
Was that a burp or a fart altogether?
That was a fart!
All I heard was "prab."
Kind of reminds me of when Wendy
I
Williams
didn't
did a
even
burp and
fart
a
on
fart.
the mic! Was it out?
Oh god.
That's all
It
I
was
just
not loud! But continue.
Yeah. Yeah. So
He's forgotten.
no. Another thing is that I find really hard is like every day isn't going to be the same. Like you could wake up one day and feel good and want to do stuff, and then there's some days where you wake up and just like want to just lay in bed and just do nothing and not talk to anyone and just not face the world really. And recently I've been getting those days a lot because of obviously what's going on in the world. So like during these times, like since of how scary the world is out there, I try my best to not like face it and like do anything with it. So like staying in a sort of comfort bubble has kind of helped me cope, because if I hadn't have like done that, like if I hadn't have shielded from that, then God knows where I would be now.
Yeah.
Like, given where you were around this time last year, I don't imagine that.
Exactly. Like Hayden and Tay can even vouch. Like
Yeah.
I was about done. Like literally done.
Yeah.
So
Well, I'm here now, so I can vouch.
yes.
And David.
But
Yeah.
uh-huh. But yeah, like facing every day can be really difficult. I'd say that's a con about being on the spectrum for me. Like having a lot of like stimuli around me, not just like what goes on around me, but myself. Doing it really tires me out. Like for instance, when it came to school, for instance, I would go to school, and as soon as I'd come home, I would just be exhausted. Like some days, I would come home and just go straight to bed. Like I'd be, I like the day, like doing all of those things, like say like 6 different subjects a day, taking all that
When you really
information
don't even need half of them.
taking all that information in, socialize, like being forced to socialize with all those different kids.
Whose names you probably didn't know.
Yeah. Apart from like 3 of them who were my friends. Yeah, and then when I'd get home from school, like it'd be like Kyle from After Thomas, don't say school.
Yep.
Fuck! Fuck!
Oh yeah, I recommend After Thomas. It is a fantastic movie and actually portrays autism like realistically.
There you
Unlike
go.
him.
And that
Exactly.
movie came out in 2006, so what does
Wow.
that tell you?
I would hope it portrayed autism correctly, considering it's based off a true fucking story.
Yeah, it's like Kyle is a real person. As I was saying, yeah, and then I come home from school and I just wouldn't want to do anything. Like I would just sit there and just stare into space for about an hour, because it's like because of taking all of that in, my mind has to like recollect itself and just like recharge, if you know what I mean.
That's why I nap every day.
I
But the
don't
thing
nap.
is, I would do that, but the thing is, when I do nap, it fucks up my sleeping patterns so bad. It really screws it. Like,
Mm.
I could nap for like, say for instance, after this podcast, I could nap for like what? How long do you nap, Hayden? Half an hour to an hour?
Yeah, roughly.
Bitch, it takes me an hour to fall asleep. So I don't know how you do it, honestly. Like, it takes me like the amount of time you nap to actually get to sleep.
You just have to
So
like
No,
count sheep.
like you and me could go down for a nap at the same time. I'd be woken up by the time
oh
you
no,
fall
you'd be
asleep.
you'd be getting up again as I was falling asleep. Like, I'm jealous, honestly, how easily you can fall asleep. Like, I really am jealous.
No,
And
here's
that's
the
another.
thing about that. When I'm going to sleep, like as in properly going to like bed, I take like an hour to sleep. But when I nap, it's like
Goodbye.
nothing. Literally.
Good night, sweetie.
Good night.
Goodbye.
Lol.
Um.
Um.
But the last of the cons.
Uh,
Shut up. The last of the cons, I'd have to say, like of the struggles, is sleep, definitely. Because when I get into bed, like my my mind thinks of like 1,000 things at once, and like music I listened to the other day would play, like like stuff I've done that day would replay in my head over and over again. Like people talking would play in my head, like just so many things. And then that would, like, say if I thought of something exciting or stuff that made me anxious, my heart would, I could, like, you know, when you're in bed and you can actually feel your heartbeat,
yeah.
like that's how it would feel for me. Like my heart would just go like
Whoa.
really fast,
Oh god.
because I'd be like either that anxious or that like excited, or my brain would just doesn't stop. It's like the cogs, you know, in cartoons with the cogs in the brain, they just don't
Yeah.
stop.
Oh
They just
yeah.
keep
Oh
going.
yeah. Boom, boom, boom.
It's like like they just don't stop. The pros is, well, if I wasn't autistic, I probably wouldn't have met you guys.
Yeah, you'd be
So
a boring pile of
yeah, I
shit.
honestly I don't see myself not being autistic, because that's I've
Like I've
embraced
hung
that.
around you so long, like I'm genuinely like this is from the bottom of my heart. I like the image of you being normal is scary.
Yeah, like I've embraced the fact that um like that this is my identity, this is me. So, and I
That's
don't
hot.
view
Nice.
myself hot. That's hot. Um,
That's hot.
I
I
view
don't.
myself that's hot.
Well, I mean, I do view myself as hot. Thank you very much.
No, I would have said like, ooh, spicy.
There you
Speaking of, I'm eating spicy fries right now, so that's quite relevant.
There you
Oh,
go.
nice.
Oh my god.
Spice up your life.
But
I pay.
shut
Hey.
yeah, please. See, this is what happens. I'm very easily distracted as well. I can never think about like what I'm gonna do unless I've done it like 4 times. Um, but yeah, no, I'm proud to say that I'm autistic, and I don't view it as a bad thing. I mean, yeah, I do struggle sometimes, but
Like it's
don't
got
we
its
all?
negatives, but overall you're happy with.
Don't we all? Don't autistic not like don't neurotypical people struggle with mental health regardless?
Yeah.
So
Neurotypical
it's
people
like,
suffer with being boring.
but no, like yeah, neurotypical people suffer like with mental health problems that aren't autism. So it's like, you know, it's just another thing. So
Like for us, it's just a walk in the park.
Well, for some things, yeah.
And then
AKA for me, it's remembering dates and episodes of shows that I like.
I mean, considering we have a channel, a fucking chat in this server that's Matt's birthday catalog. But since Matt's done his story, Taylor, would you like to tell
Yeah.
yours?
I'm
Go on, Tay.
autistic and
Oh boy.
I hate people. That's all I have to say.
I do
hate
too.
people. Wow.
Okay, well, see, here's the thing with my case. I'm not exactly like on the autism spectrum. Like Hayden and Matt think I am because of how like my behavior has progressed. Like I think ever since after like high school, I've noticed a change in myself, and
You
it.
are.
Well, see, I don't know that for a fact. Um, there's a couple of things I will say that are a bit of a struggle, and I do question about myself. But if anything, I will say, for those who may or may not know, I do have a younger brother. He does have autism, but his level of it, I will admit, it's a bit of a struggle, to kind of handle, because he's the lower functioning, so to speak. Like, he can do certain things, it's just that he is super freaking lazy. Like, he requires everything to be done for him, and he's slow, basically.
Right.
But
And
the thing is though, he knows like for that he knows better, but he just knows that it's gonna be done for him anyway, so that's why he doesn't do it.
exactly.
I mean, your brother's adorable, but like, I can tell that he has like something, like a disability or something.
Oh, he totally does. And again, and I don't view him any different. Like, I don't hate him.
Yeah.
Like, none of that. It's just, I will admit, like, on a daily basis, it is a bit of a struggle. I still love him, though, but, like, I just can't figure out, like, why he has to do that. Like, you know, not even just to me, but he does it to my mom, and I feel really bad that she goes through that. I would help. I would help, because his problem is that he usually does it like right around the time when he has school. Like, all my mom wants him to do is just get him ready, and he just refuses to acknowledge the fact that he has got to go to school. Because basically his main focus is he turns his brain on in the morning, and it's literally TV from however early in the clock to whenever the hell he passes out at night. That's literally all he wants to do.
It's a mood, though.
I mean, yeah. But
Wait, how does your dad deal with it? Like with his thing?
oh, like, we all kind of handle it like a bit differently. Like, you know, we don't treat him any different. Like, you know, because obviously we know there are a couple of people, Hayden and Matt can vouch, and I think Alex, you can say the same thing. How many times have we seen people on, you know, Twitter or just anywhere online in general that use their autism as an excuse when they've been caught doing something?
Yep.
Thomas fandom be like,
Literally.
Yep.
Quinn.
Yeah, exactly.
Quinn, yep.
With this, it's just like how my mom pointed out. She doesn't care if you're higher or lower functioning. Basically, she said you can't use that as a get out of jail free card, because that's going to get you nowhere. And I agree with that. But the way I see it, I also see it in two different like little situations. I say, if you're higher functioning and you know what you're doing, then you deserve to get in trouble. But if you're lower functioning and you don't know exactly what you're doing, then I'd be like, okay, you know, give it a pass, like maybe once or twice. You know, if it's like one thing that
if they don't
when you
know,
didn't know. Yeah, basically.
If they don't know, then fair enough. If they do know, then yeah.
See, I feel like with my brother, I just feel like he's more on the lower functioning, just a skosh, but I think he's also higher functioning. He just chooses to be very lazy with certain things.
Like, lower in some things, higher in others, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like he's definitely like a balance between the two, it seems like. Like, some things, you know, some things he can do on his own, some things he just doesn't want to do it. He requires, like, aid
it's not that
to
he
help
can't
him.
do that. It's not that he's lower functioning at that point. It's just that he is lazy.
Yeah, pretty much. Like,
If it was lower functioning, he would actually need the help.
actually need it. Yeah, exactly. He just chooses not to, and
Yeah, it's
unfortunately,
not that he
that's
can't
what.
do it. He just chooses not to.
Right, and that's kind
Exactly.
of the reason. That's kind of the reason why everyone gets angry at him. And I will admit, I have lost my temper with him a few times. And again, I don't mean to, but I won't lie. Like, it really is a struggle. Like, trying to deal with that, and that's why I've always thought, well, you know, I don't view like my brother any differently. Like, I don't physically see him like not having autism, but then that's what kind of led me to believe all the stuff that he kind of does. I'm kind of like sort of like a different side of the coin for him, but there's certain things that I do different. I do things a little bit differently compared to him, and that's why I've always kind of thought, I wonder if maybe a hint of autism is in me somewhere, because Hayden and Matt can even vouch for everyone basically that look at me, like I'm 25 going 26 years old and I'm still into childhood shows and I have a couple of stims.
You're old, not joking.
She's not April.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, she's not the oldest.
Oh, yeah,
in
April's the
server
oldest.
anymore,
Alex. But yeah, with me, like, this is why I'm trying to figure out whether I am or if I'm not, because I've seen, like, hey, I don't remember when it was. Was it 2018 or 2019?
It was
Hayden and Matt.
2018 going into 2019. Me and Matt read off the list of signs, and you checked off on every single one.
Yeah, like I even said, like, you know, there's certain things that I do, like, to, you know, cope basically, but sensitivity issues I don't really have like a lot of those, but it's more or less like I have comfort zone things, so to speak. Like, I know the whole
Like it's more of like an emotional thing.
Yeah, I kind of have
Right, yeah.
like I have my own little comfort zone, like when I want to be alone and basically do my own thing, or or I've noticed this, and I think Matt, I've mentioned this with you, and I think I did with you too, Hayden. I don't know if this is linked to like anything like autism related. Maybe you guys can help me figure this out. I've noticed that ever since I feel like, what was it, middle school, I think, as early as like 6th grade, I've noticed that like,
sorry.
Oh, thank you.
Wow.
I've noticed that certain things get to me very, very easily, and I feel like that's a big sensitivity issue I may have. I don't know if that's like contributed with like anything like on the autism spectrum.
In my experience, no, it's not. It's just a whole nother thing.
Well, for me, it's being yelled at and being told, like, you know, oh, it's your fault. Like, knowing that it's your fault, it like it feels like a massive burden, and you feel like you're the burden on the people by saying it was your fault. So it makes you feel like absolute crap when you get yelled at.
That's exactly how I feel most of the time when I'm yelled at.
Yeah, when you like make a mistake and stuff, like it's just like you think it's your fault and stuff, which it actually is, and like you just like you want to like say you want to apologize or something, but you just can't. Like,
yeah, I know that. I know that feeling terribly.
Yeah.
So if we're talking about that, then yeah, that is a whole autistic thing. But like, if it's just like being sensitive over stupid shit.
Yeah,
no. That's just being a snowflake.
Yeah, no,
Snowflake.
like, yeah, no, I'm not. Yeah, literally. Yeah, here's the thing though. I'm not that sensitive. It's just there's a couple little things that hit me personally. Like if it's being yelled at, or like if it has anything to do with like friends or family, like anything that kind of hurts me or others, or like it affects how I think and feel like as a person. That's how I've realized I get like really, really emotional at some things.
And that's sort of what led me to believe that you were on the spectrum, because I feel the exact same. So,
and that's why I've always thought, like, you know, maybe there was a hint of it somewhere, because I used to get like really worked up, like as young as I would say, again, 6th grade, I believe, when because a lot of people like never wanted to hang around me because, well, what do you know? I was a girl into Thomas, and everybody fucking thought that was the weirdest thing they
If
ever
I
heard.
saw someone else in school that was into Thomas, I would be like, be my friend.
Well, that's literally what I was
He would
looking
literally
for.
walk up to you, get in your face, like he would grab your head, pull your face over to him, be my friend.
Yeah, no, I see you
Yeah,
wearing a
be my
Thomas shirt,
friend.
grab you by the head. Be my friend.
You know, I have like no people in my school who are a fan of Thomas, apart from my brother. But yeah, no, I just feel like I'm like left out or something. So
Mm.
yeah,
Yeah,
so I
no,
just keep
yeah,
it secret.
we got
Because
18 minutes left.
Yeah, because
Alright,
of your... No, we should have this as a longer one. It
Yeah, just
deserves
a little longer.
It deserves it, honestly.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. Every time we've said that, it always screwed up.
Well, we'll see
No,
what it does.
it
Yeah.
won't.
We'll see what
Nah,
it does.
why?
Because Alex still needs to share his story.
Yeah.
And so same with David if he's going to come back.
If he
Yeah.
comes back, yeah. But yeah, anyway, that was always the case with me in school. Like, everywhere I went, nobody was a fan of Thomas. And every time I would bring it up,
Mhm.
like, you would think, like, again, normal people, quote unquote, by that time, would be sort of out of their comfort zone with, like, the childhood shows. They'd be moving on to all, like, the big stuff. Well, me, it was totally different. I had a soft spot for them. At the time, it was mainly Thomas. So every time I kind of brought
Special
that up.
interests.
Yeah. That was
Yep.
that was basically my special interest, like from the time I was like 4 or 5 years old, all the way up until I think 2019, 2020. You know, now I have now I have a whole bunch of other stuff, but Thomas was the main for me, and every time you literally, well, that is my main interest now, and I'll get a little more into that actually.
Theodore.
Yeah, I was going to say Theodore.
Yeah,
Theodore.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I'll bring a little.
Theodore.
Yeah, I'll bring a little more into that.
Now he just won't shut up.
All right.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
We always do
sorry,
this,
Mummy.
Tay. So,
We do it to you too.
Tay, I'm probably gonna kill you, but oi, Mummy.
Mommy.
Mummy.
God damn it.
No, Tay, are you my mummy?
I'm
No.
I'm everybody's mummy. Oh my god! I'm everybody's mommy now, don't you know?
Well, you were the mom of the group anyway.
Yeah.
And
not
I'm like
doing a
the
very
son
good
or
job.
the nephew or whatever.
I'm definitely the child. I am definitely the
Yes.
child.
I am the
Well, what
child.
the fuck am I?
You're that
Chop.
weird fucking uncle.
You're chopped liver.
Oh my god!
Why are you eating my liver?
What Alex said.
What?
Why are you eating my liver?
Yeah.
Oh, that was
At least
delicious.
put some
That's...
salt on it. Jeez.
Oh my god.
Hey, David's back.
David's back.
Alright, but yeah, Tay, conclude your story.
Okay, so let me
Before I
finish.
interrupt you again.
Okay, get up and let me talk, please.
Yeah, let the mama speak.
Okay, I'll let her speak.
All right. So yeah.
Are you gonna speak
Anyway.
yet?
Oh my god.
Oh, shut up!
I will
So-
take away your Power Rangers privileges.
I will chop your head off.
Go ahead.
I will.
God damn. Okay, let me talk, please.
Okay, let her talk.
So anyway, so the whole thing with like Thomas again, whenever like that was my special interest, like no matter how many times I would bring it up in school, there was not one person, and I can't express this enough, nobody in all the schools that I've went to, like they just hated Thomas, and every time I ever brought it up, I was just that one weird kid that was still into Thomas. Like basically when everyone saw me basically in school, when they knew, well, that was the other thing that kind of broke out too, because my other soft spot a little bit was Wiggles on top of Thomas and everything else that I liked. So when people saw that, I was kind of the oddball in school, and everyone just avoided me like the goddamn plague.
Did you have like
Yeah.
one friend or something that was into Thomas as well? Like just like one best friend or something, or what was
Well,
that?
one of my girlfriends
There's
that I used to
Andy.
hang at. Yeah, like when I
Yeah, I
met
was gonna say
Andy.
Andy.
When I met Andy in like, what was it, 3rd or 4th grade. She wasn't into it, but she supported me with what I liked.
Yeah, an
That-
actual
Yeah.
decent human being.
That was as good of a friend as I was ever gonna get. But everywhere I went, like, everyone just treated me like I was completely different just because I was into Thomas, and I always felt
Right.
completely left out of everyone. And that's what led me to believe when I was in middle school and so on, I'm like, I don't understand. Like, everybody else doesn't seem to have an interest in it, but I do. What makes me so different compared to them? And I was always trying to figure that out. And then 9th grade and so on is when my special interest to this day has been nothing but Theodore. And I feel like that, for me personally, is more of a comfort zone. Like, I know Matt has either Thomas, but preferably Teletubbies, and Hayden, I would say what?
Teletubbies.
I'd say what?
Yeah,
Same thing for-
Teletubbies.
I would say same thing for you, Hayden.
I
But
love
either
Thomas,
like
but
Tubbies
Teletubbies.
or what would you say, Hayden? It's either Tubbies or like Power Rangers for you. Basically, is like a comfort zone for
Power
you.
Rangers.
Yeah. So you have Hayden with like Power Rangers. Matt's got his Tubbies. I've kind of grown away from that with Thomas, and I have more of a big comfort zone with Theodore. And I don't think you guys actually know this, but the big reason why I'm trying to spread like the whole news about Theodore as best as I can, there is an article that was written by some of the crew members. It wasn't intentional, but some of the parents from like way, way back when that had children on the autism spectrum, they were getting fan letters, like everyone off the crew, and they were explaining how their children with like whatever kind of form of autism you can think of, they were saying like how great of a show Theodore was because of how easy it was for them to understand like what was going on, and it was very easy for them to relate to a lot of the characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's a kids show. It has to be. They
the
have to be
thing-
able to fucking make it understandable.
The thing is, like, here's my argument with that. I feel like Theodore is a lot better in storytelling like that than Thomas, because here's the thing. They don't
Well,
milk...
Thomas just relies on crashes and stupidity.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Well, I mean, with some episodes, you're not wrong.
Which, exactly. The thing is,
Yeah.
like, I feel like it's a lot more better in terms of storytelling because they don't force the lessons down your throat. Meanwhile, how many times has Thomas done that? Like, it's
Season
literally...
8 through the present.
Literally!
Literally, like half the series.
Exactly. They just milk the hell out of the same lessons over and over, either with Thomas all the damn time or a different character just told a little differently. And it's like they're almost forcing you to know what the hell is going on. With Theodore, they don't force it. They literally let the audience figure it out. Doesn't matter if you're autistic or if you're not. They let you figure it out, and that's why I feel like
And
that's
it's
a
not
much...
so like
And
in
plus,
your
we're
face
expecting
either.
confidence from Mattel.
It's very
literally.
subtle. Like it's not so in your face.
And
Which
that's
we
the
don't
other
need to
thing,
mention
too.
anything about the reboot, okay? In the story.
Oh no!
Yeah,
hell
no,
if
no,
we're
no, no.
expecting Mattel to
We
be
don't talk about
confident,
that.
That's
Fuck
why
you.
I feel like exactly. I feel like Theodore in a sense is more subtle. I think for kids like on the autism spectrum, because I feel like it's more subtle and a little bit more appropriate than Thomas, because everything is kind of like, oh, a crash got to happen 1 minute. Oh, this happens. Like, you don't need that all the time.
Exactly.
How I view Theodore is like I always view it as like a show to watch at like bedtime. Like every episode literally feels like, like a fatherly type figure telling you a bedtime story. Like that's
It's something
actually what it sounds like.
It's
Feels
something
like,
that can make you relax, basically.
Theodore and the Northern Lights. Anyone?
You know what's funny, Matt? I'm not even stressing this enough. I had one of my nighttime Theodore DVDs on. Swear to God, I think within the next 10 minutes of the last episode, I was on Photic and the Shy Ship. Bam! I fell asleep.
Don't
Photic
kill
and
me,
the
but
Shy
I've never
Ship.
seen it.
All you need to do, like, they're
Well,
really,
I
really
need to
good.
carry on with Theodore.
God, I must teach you. I must teach you the ways.
Teach me, mama.
I must teach you the ways. I will
Teach
teach
me the
everybody
ways
the
of
ways,
a
damn
child.
it.
She taught me. I watched all 150 episodes, no, 130, sorry, of Theodore, and she taught me of Theodore, and I taught Tay by having her watch all 365 episodes of
He did.
Teletubbies.
He did.
Oh,
He
God.
did. Well, I'll tell
Well,
you what.
I can tell you guys this. The only episode of Theodore that I quite like is Hank and the Mermaids because, well, Hank is like Percy, and I love mermaids, so deal with
I
it.
know
Hank is
Hank.
literally just
Hank
Oh,
is
hi,
literally
Patrick.
Percy.
Hank is literally just Matt.
Yeah, exactly.
He
Yeah,
can tell you that for a fact.
yeah, Hank is literally me
He can tell you that
as
for
a
a
tugboat.
fact.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
I've
what-
even looked at that and I'm like, why is that me?
I'll tell you what, Alex. Again, I taught Matt the ways. In a little while, I'm gonna teach Hayden the ways. If you ever want to, come find me.
Oh, I will.
I'll
She taught
teach
me-
everybody the
she-
ways.
She reminded me the ways because I grew up with Theodore.
That's right.
Lucky ass. I wish I grew. Well, I mean, well, I kind of did takes. Remember, I remember seeing Fodoc in reverse before I saw
Yeah,
it.
you told me that.
Well, the problem is
Theodore
that
did air. Theodore did air over here, but it just wasn't very common.
Right.
well, the problem is
You know
that
what?
there's like no Theodore around my area, so like I'm sad.
Yeah, I don't think it went to
Oh,
Australia or New Zealand.
But yeah, back to the whole autism thing. Like I said, so that like with my like I guess questions, so to speak, that's why I'm trying to figure out whether it's doesn't even matter what. Thomas, like Theodore, hell, Hayden can vouch for me on this one. Wiggles, like now that he's teaching me the way of Power Rangers as well. I've always tried to think, like at the end of the day, do I have like a hint of it? Like why do I do like the things that I usually do? You know? That's why I'm trying to figure out, like, I need to figure out the right time in order for me to get diagnosed. Again, I haven't gotten around to it, and, well, not for nothing, but I have talked it over with, like, my grandmother, and I've talked it over with my mother, and they don't believe I do. And that's what makes
Well,
me
that's
even
their
more...
fault.
See,
But hey,
that's what makes me
you're
more
old enough
curious.
to you're old enough to like consent to yourself. Like you don't need your parents' permission, so you can literally, you know.
That is true. Yeah.
No, you're right,
Yeah,
and that's what makes me all the more curious.
Mhm. Better to have answers than none at all.
No, you're right, because, like, I will admit, like, this is a big struggle that I have. Like, it's a daily thing that I kind of
And plus,
have difficulty What's better?
knowing that you'll have it, like because you have answers, you'll be able to work around it, knowing that you have it.
Right.
'Cause
Right.
there's things in place for like that. So
Yeah, like I said, that's just the big things that I'm trying to figure out, like, whether I do or don't, because it's exactly like you guys pointed out. Like, I've said I have not a lot of stims, but there's, like, a few little ones that I do, like,
I
here
have,
and there.
I have.
Well, we
If
know
there
you
was,
got fucking plenty, Matt.
if there was an alphabet for stims, I'd have all 26.
You would have more than all 26. You'd have that times fucking 20.
A B C D. No, I'm not gonna carry on.
Lamau.
So
A, B, C, D, E, F, G. I'm gonna kill all of you.
Oh my god.
Well done, kids.
You literally did.
This is how retards use the alphabet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you calling us retards?
Yes.
Well, we all are.
Well, Hayden did.
Yeah, he did. So at the
I didn't
beginning-
even hold back.
All right, where's my gun? No, joking.
Oh Jesus.
Oh,
Wow. Okay.
But yeah, I'm
Here,
sure.
here you go.
But yeah, but yeah, again, just to kind of confirm, again, between like the comfort zones that I have, again, like not a big sensitivity thing, like compared to like Hayden and Matt, but just everything else that they talked about. Again, that's exactly what I'm curious to know whether I do or if I don't.
All right.
Yeah,
But
it
other
would
than
be
that-
better for you to know, honestly.
It really would, because then it would give me like a sense of closure.
Yeah, and plus, like
Pretty
I said
much.
before, you can work around it, knowing, what you can do and what you can't do.
I mean,
Yeah.
I won't lie when I say there is that like small hint of doubt because I really do think I may have something. I'm not 100% sure. That's the thing.
Well, we know it's not Down syndrome.
No.
No.
No, because Down syndrome's really like the only like one of the only mental disabilities that actually has like a look to it because of like the chromosomes and stuff.
And,
Whereas...
and you can't really speak properly. Well, no, you can speak properly, but it's like a
Real hard to understand.
Yeah,
and a
it's
lot
really
of
hard.
and a lot of Down syndrome people are deaf as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But whereas autism doesn't have a look. That's why I
Yeah.
hate the term "you don't look autistic." Well, I'm sorry.
Dude, every
Do you
time I
want
hear
to
somebody
do
say
you
that,
want to
Bullshit.
go do you want to look at my brain under a microscope and say that looks autistic? Do you? Okay.
No.
okay, come on.
But
Come on.
That's probably like what
but-
Bill Nye the Science Guy would do.
Yeah.
Science guy.
Bill.
No.
Science
See if I'm
rules.
wrong on this. Bill Nye explains an actual crisis, the internet, upset that he cursed.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Oh
though!
god.
Yes.
Where it was just like, this just makes no fucking sense.
Literal. Like, oh my God, people are so fucking sensitive.
I saw the meme of that. But
But yeah, again, other than that, Alex, David, you take the reins. I'm done.
David and I will go quick. Okay, so so I'm the similar story to Matt actually. Like I have Asperger's.
Mhm.
I've had it all my life. I was diagnosed when I was like 1 or something, so I was only a baby.
wow,
And,
Wow.
they got you quick.
Well, because I'm a twin actually.
Well,
So
how early were you
Oh,
vaccinated?
you're a twin. Nice.
yeah, I'm a twin.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, actually, no. Funny story. So my brother was supposed to be born first, but like I I just pushed
did
over
you
and like,
eat him?
nope, I'm going first.
No, bitch, I'm being born first.
Yeah.
Did you eat him?
Oh God.
Ah,
You hate it.
no, it's like, bitch, I'm being born first. Ah,
No! Here's the thing! I only asked because I know that's happened!
Oh
no, it
no.
hasn't.
What?
Okay, go on.
Yeah. Okay. For the record, Hayden, I didn't eat him, but it would have been nice. No, I'm kidding. Oh, I love this. So God, what was... Okay, so yeah, I was
Something about
diagnosed when I
eating
was
your
1.
brother.
And... Oh, shut up, Hayden. No, I'm joking.
No.
You know, and then I found out I had Asperger's, and I've had a really hard childhood. Like I was not smart. I got bad grades. Well, not all bad grades. I had some good ones, and
Yeah, same.
yeah, and then I was okay at primary school. Like I was quite well in New Zealand we say naughty.
Nothing.
Naughty.
Naughty.
Naughty, no. Anyways,
Naughty, Alex.
sorry. You know, and then yeah, I was pretty naughty. I used to have a few detentions and stuff. And then like when I went to high school, I was really quiet. Like I didn't get in trouble or anything. I actually didn't get a single detention in high school, so I'm a
Oh,
good
wow.
boy.
Oh.
And then like literally like after high school, I was applying for a hospitality course, and oh god, I'm afraid to say that.
Hospitality.
You know, I'm into like cooking and stuff and baking and whatever. So
Oh, catering, nice.
yeah, pretty much. Yeah, oh god, I'm kind of afraid to tell the story actually. But I'm just gonna say it anyway.
Go ahead.
So there was an orientation going on for my I think I was doing a baking course or something. And I was supposed to go to it, and I was told that it was going to happen like for like another day or something. And well, no, it was happening on the day, but I refused to go. Actually, like I literally just like stayed at home, watched TV and stuff.
That was
And,
literally me, like, literally taking days off school just because I wanted to watch Teletubbies. That is a true story.
I never like ditched day of school,
skipped
so
school.
yeah.
Just to watch TV. So I know how that
Yeah.
feels.
Yeah.
You're like, come on,
anyways,
we gotta go to school. No, I want to watch TV.
No, bitch, I don't want to go.
Mood.
And then oh god, like, I was alone at first, and then my dad came home like half an hour later, and he asked me like, why aren't you at orientation? I was like, oh, I don't want to. And then my dad was he roared at me like literally like a lion or a tiger or whatever.
Oh God.
and
Well,
like
what kind of wild animals raising you?
a Taurus. You don't even, I don't know if you heard about that animal, but
Oh, I think
that's
so.
a New
Yeah.
Zealand thing. Anyways, he yelled at me and he told me to go to the orientation. Like he actually had to drive me there actually, and literally kicked my ass. He just
wow.
Oh,
Why
wow.
does everybody in this group have an asshole dad?
Well, you don't hate.
Except you.
Except
Yeah,
you.
like, what the fuck?
hell?
Can I borrow your dad for a week?
No.
Same.
No, I already have to.
Like
go
I said in the
to
last podcast, can your dad?
I already have Matt. Not Matt. Alex. I already have to loan him to Matt for a week.
Okay, I'll loan Tay and David for a week.
Wait, you're loaning Tay and David? What?
Yeah, no,
Nah.
Tay and David can be his new parents.
Pretty
Oh!
much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you guys are older than me, so.
There you
I have
go.
no idea how to respond to that.
Well, it works, so.
Well, anyways, moving on.
Just don't bang.
No.
Ah! Anyway,
I've already banged myself. No, I'm joking.
That's just masturbating.
shut up. Okay.
And that is good
No,
comedy right
come
here.
on.
Anyways, you know, yeah. Anyways, I just, you know, like, it was hard for me having disability like that, and like, and to this day, I just, you know, like, I just get used to it. Like, I want to be like a normal person, but I just can't. So,
No, you don't. Normal's boring.
yeah, normal's
Yeah,
boring.
it's like you try to be normal, but it's like, nah, this isn't for me.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. I
Yeah, no,
feel
it's hard.
that.
It's hard, you know, when you've been diagnosed for like since you were born, so or one at least. So yeah. So yeah, that was a short story. So go on, David.
Oh, really? That's it? Okay.
Yeah, no, mine's really short. So
Okay. So, I guess for me, I guess it was like in 6th grade when my parents found out that I was autistic. And like Alex, I do have Asperger's.
oh, I'm not the
And
only
me.
one.
Yeah. So, back then I was just like Tay. I was always the weird kid. Like I was, in fact, one time I even brought my train, like a train, with me to school, and nobody wanted.
I
Nobody.
did that too.
Yeah, and literally like nobody wanted to be around me because I had a fucking train.
No. Nah, David, you want to know what was worse? You may have had it on your possession, but you weren't these kids what they did to me. When they saw that I had, what was it, my Erdl Metallic Thomas in my hand, I shit you not, bro, they literally yanked it out of my hand and they buried it in the friggin' rocks.
Not the
Oh,
shiny
what?
metallic.
Yeah,
Why
yeah,
would you do that to a metallic Thomas?
literally, like, dude, that was my favorite Erdl, and for them to just take
heads
it
would
away,
roll
like,
if that was me.
oh, you don't even
Yeah.
know. Yeah,
No,
you
if that
don't
was
even
me,
know.
I would actually be sitting in jail.
I
Pretty
literally
much.
would have choked a bit. Anyway,
Like, you don't
So,
even know the half of it.
so I was the guy in school that had all the weirdest interests. Like back then, I
Me
think I think Thomas was kind of like a what if thing, but I was more. This is
NLP?
Okay. Actually no. The MLP stuff didn't happen until later.
Okay.
That is genuinely
Um,
shocking.
I've not seen MLP, so yeah.
What'd you say, Matt? Or not
I didn't
Matt?
say nothing.
Hayden.
I said that's genuinely shocking.
Yeah. I didn't start liking MLP until like sophomore year of high school. But anyway, so like I said, I was the kid with all the weirdest interests. Like I'm actually probably gonna get a lot of flack for this, but you're talking to a guy that for the longest time was like, I don't know why I was addicted to Hello Kitty.
Oh, so that's not bad. Do you know how many girls and guys in my high school that liked that shit?
It was like I liked I still like these. I liked Transformers. You know, I was real big into Pokemon cards. You know,
Okay, man.
yeah. And then I was also addicted to little Hot Wheels cars for some reason. Thankfully, I'm not for the Hot Wheels anymore.
What's wrong with Hot Wheels?
The
I like
designs
the
just kept
loop-de-loop
getting
track.
weirder and weirder.
I remember having a loop-de-loop track when I was a kid, and I used to play with that a lot.
Loop and pull, and your shoes are looking cool.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Oh, that's another thing I should mention. I'm 23 and I don't know how to tie my shoelaces.
And
True.
you're probably not the only one, Matt.
True.
Wait, David, you can't either?
No.
Oh, thank God I'm not alone.
Y'all act like I know how to.
Hayden, do you know
Right.
how?
Hell no. But I could
Oh.
drive, apparently.
You could drive, but you can't do up your shoelace.
Nope.
Well, that's the same with David. He could drive.
Yeah, I can drive. What the
And then-
fuck?
And now I'm the total opposite.
Are we just retarded?
Here's
Oh my
the
God, what is it with you?
I'm the
Oh,
total opposite. I cannot drive, but I can tie my shoes, and Ryan sure as shit can't.
What, drive?
Anyway, so so yeah, literally nobody wanted to be around me, and I got bullied a lot.
I know that
In
feeling.
fact, this is one of the reasons why, in fact, kind of a little spoiler alert, but me and Tay will be doing the Big Harbor commentary of Theodore the Bully.
Oh, not just you and me, David. Not just you and me. Maddie's on board with that too.
Oh, really? Sweet.
Hell
hi.
yeah. There's 3 people going on that.
Because honestly, let's be real, everyone, and I mean literally everyone, can actually relate to that fucking episode.
Fuck yeah, that's why do you think it's my number one favorite, lol?
You're probably not even human if you weren't bullied in school. Like,
Literally.
Hey,
much.
high school bullies, this is our life now. We're still losers.
Hey, man! Yeah, I have that for that. Just, yeah.
if I had
Anyway.
this mentality when I was like in high school, I would have been like, yeah, so what?
There
I
you
probably
go.
would
But
have
yeah,
farted in
so
their faces.
anyway, back to the autism stuff. So I had a lot of like social trouble. Like, I'm cool with it now. I mean, I'm talking to you guys, but I mean, like, face-to-face interactions
Yeah.
were not my
Yeah.
forte back in the day.
Looking into people's
Thankfully,
eyes.
those
ugh.
days are mostly over. I still do have a little bit of difficulty with it.
Me too.
But the biggest
What
thing
I've been taught
that
to do to cope with that is like make a little triangle around their face and just if you can't look them in the eyes, try to at least look them in the face.
I can't even look at their face.
Why? They ugly?
anyway,
Go on.
well, anyway, I'm sorry.
Okay.
But I think the most serious thing for me was damn, my brain just shut off.
Mood.
Oh, dude, I was doing like while you were gone, like, I was explaining my story, and you don't even know how many times that happened to me. So
Oh, that's right. So as I got older, I started to kind of notice more signs of my Asperger's. Like, for one thing, I can't hold on to a job to save my damn life.
No, that's not you
Dude.
having Asperger's. That's just your job sucking.
hey,
Well, still, like, I was fired from 2 jobs.
'Cause your
why?
bosses suck.
Humans suck,
I don't know
you
about
know?
the first one, but the second one was because I dropped the refrigerator and it
You
busted
dropped a
into pieces.
refrigerator.
Yeah, I was working at Home Depot,
Mm-hmm.
and I was learning how to use the forklift. And they told me to get a refrigerator from the highest point of the store.
Oh god.
Oh no! Hell no!
Oh,
I had it lined up. Everything looked good, but I guess it hit
And
something
then
because
bang.
and then bang.
Oh man.
That was a yeah, that was an extra $600 I had to pay.
Ouch.
What?
Yeah,
Bullshit.
but anyway, so the next day I went there and and get this, I had some earbuds in the locker from that place. I go back the next day, I try to open my locker, my lock isn't working. I said, well,
Oh,
what's going
God.
on? I look inside and I finally got my lock open. Everything was gone.
What the hell?
Even my earbuds.
Okay, that's fucked.
Wait, so did they not even give it back?
Nope, never got them back.
Wow, assholes.
What the actual hell?
So right now I'm actually on Social Security and I couldn't be happier. Like right now,
Oh,
like
dude, same.
getting paid to just sit on my ass. But then
Hey, that's what you're
I
gonna do
guess
in
the
our own
biggest
media
thing that
anyway.
Exactly.
yeah. But anyway, I guess something that kind of helped me get, try to, take my mind off of my autism was I created my YouTube channel. In school, in high school, I think it was my freshman year, I was part of a computer class, and believe it or not, one of our assignments was to make YouTube channels.
Oh.
Cool.
And I'm not going to show anybody here any of my old shit because
Oh no, I understand. I
I
understand.
I had 3 other channels and all of them are garbage.
Oh man.
I understand. I remember having a
No,
channel.
Matt, you don't understand. You don't
I
understand.
do. No.
I had this one channel, okay, where I tried to do a Thomas series, and here was what was one of the many things that was wrong with it. So it was an Ertl Thomas, a Trackmaster Percy,
Oh god.
Eh?
a random little black train. I don't know where I got that from. I used a little figure of Anakin Skywalker for Sir Topham Hatt. And I had Thomas meeting a gigantic plush of Sonic the goddamn Hedgehog. Like, that's how
Link me that
awful it
channel
was.
right now.
No,
Oh my.
Yeah,
Oh.
No, leave it alone. Leave it alone.
no. But
that
then
just
after those
sounds
channels failed,
awesome for all the wrong reasons.
after that channel failed, I started I guess you could say Rainbow Shadow, which was my original.
When you had that name.
Yeah, it was my original YouTube name, and I started experimenting with it a little bit, and I started to relapse back into Thomas the Tank Engine.
Yep.
Thomas the Blair Engine.
Hinga dinga thurgan. Anyway,
It's not Leif Erikson Day.
shut up.
You're not
Oh,
Leif Erikson Day.
Oh
Your
damn.
butt's not a Leif Erikson Day.
I know.
Anyway, so I started experimenting with it a little bit, and and Thomas the Tank Engine stuff I started seeing growth in my channel, and I was like, you know what the hell? And I just kept going, and I eventually became a voice actor, and I'm actually voice acting in quite a few projects. In fact, there's a user named I Love Trains 323, and I'm the new voice of Flynn for his series.
Oh wow.
Oh, I remember your voice of Flynn. It was so good.
It's better than Will's, lol.
Wow, you really think my
He
Flynn
did
voice was
anything
good?
better than Will. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
I mean,
If I ever did it back when I was doing redubs, if I ever did one with Flynn, I really wanted you to be him, but I never got around to doing any Flynn episodes.
Dude, you feel old.
Oh,
Yeah, no,
story
me
time.
doing redubs.
Yo. Oh, story time. I once scared Tay with some of my voices.
Oh yeah.
So we were talking about Magic Railroad, and and I said, well, I can do a couple of the voices. Like, I cannot do a Susan Roman James. Tay is the only one that can do that.
Everybody
Uh,
says that, like. That's
Well,
all I'm known
because it's
everybody
true.
says it because
Why do you
it's
think your
fucking
name on here
true.
is female
Sorry, guys,
Brian
I had
Hall?
lunch. What did I miss?
Oh,
Oh, God.
David's explaining his story.
Oh, that's right.
But anyway, so
Well,
so-
the thing that you said with my James, that's literally all I'm known for, David. Like, everyone just knows me for my Susan Roman James.
And everyone
No, it's
only
still
knows me
itchy.
for Percy.
my
Oh,
cat just farted in my face.
Funny how
my,
my
your
cat
kitty
doesn't do it.
poops.
oh my god.
Ow. Ew. Oh, damn, it stinks. Okay.
I can just
Going back to
Oh,
my
it's
happening.
strange.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, that's funny.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
God, that stinks. Twilight, what did you eat?
Okay, come on.
A bunch of
James,
cat
tell the
food and
story.
raw meat.
Okay,
and
okay. I'm gonna try to finish the story so we can finish the podcast. But
Alright.
so anyway, so me and Tay were just talking about the Magic Railroad, and we were talking about the voices and how I thought that they were some of the best voices that honestly they've ever had. And we were talking about like who could do the best voices for those characters. And I started spouting off lines. It's like, in fact, just a little example. What's important is to stand up on our own wheels to Diesel. Toby's right. Diesel knows that the lost engine in the legend really exists.
Oh, like seriously though, like I
What
remember that
engine?
too. No,
Of an engine whose magic makes her more powerful than Diesel will ever be. That's why he wants to find her.
Then we better find him first.
leave that to me.
But-
Leave it to the big engines, Percy. See, that's
Little
how you do
engines
it.
can do big things.
big
Okay,
things.
I'll stop.
That's how you do
Especially
it.
when they have nice blue paint like me.
I remember when you did those
For
days,
like
like
a
they were
second, I
scary.
misheard you, and I thought you said boob paint.
Nice poop paint like me.
No, I remember when you did that for me, David. Like a lot of them, like I know what was it? Your Diesel 10, your Splatter, your Dodge, and your Gordon were like scarily accurate.
Why,
Yeah.
Splodge?
Yeah,
I can do
David,
whatever I
you're-
want. I'll get him
Yeah.
too. With pinching.
Yeah.
About
Oh,
pinching.
pinching.
I hate it when you do that.
Yeah, David, your Gordon voice is definitely like Magic Railroad Gordon-esque. Like the perfect Magic Railroad
James is
Gordon
right,
voice.
little Thomas. Collecting Mr. Conductor is an important job. Important is big. James is a big engine. You, Thomas, are small. Small, 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 teeny, weeny, weeny.
No,
And I,
instead
I'm
of
a big
James,
blue
instead
engine
of James
who
going,
knows everything.
he goes.
God damn it, man.
Bossy buffers. Oh, that's demons coming from your funnel.
Okay,
And
okay,
and
but
now
anyway,
all of a
so
sudden this podcast has become a Thomas the Magic Railroad read.
No,
for-
no,
Yep.
move on, no.
Yeah, no, I've gone too carried away
it
with
wasn't.
it. So
It wasn't soon. It was soon after I voiced a lot of redubs that I started voicing characters for live streams, and it was after that Joel G Machine came to me and talked to me about voicing Steven for the official Thomas and Friends YouTube channel. I was like, daggum, get it done. So
Shit, I remember that.
I actually got jealous of you for it. I was like, how the did he get into the TCC?
I know.
It still bothers me to this day how I got in that. But they
Wait, wasn't
screwed
it,
everybody over on that. But I'm not getting in. But I'm not opening up that can of worms. But,
wasn't it like one on Liz's character live stream that got you into the voice of Steven or something, or no?
Yes. It was the Day of Dots.
I thought so. Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty much my story. And really, I've just been improving my autism since, and honestly, I don't notice it anymore.
Right.
Until today.
Yeah.
David, if it makes you feel any better, before like when I around the time I met you, I had no idea you had it until you said so.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, why would I have told you like the minute that I met you?
Well,
Like, the
no,
first
no,
minute.
no, no. Like it wasn't obvious to me, is what I was saying.
Yeah, but yeah, me, Taylor, and Matt and Hayden have been friends since 2017, and these guys have been like some of the most supportive friends I've ever asked for. Like,
Because
And now
we're
I'm
not,
friends with you
we're
guys,
not,
so that's
we're
good.
not. Well, yeah, because we're not rude like half the friggin' fandom is.
yeah, I still do Thomas shit, but I don't pay attention to the community anymore.
Nah, who
Yeah,
needs them?
I just enjoy the show. I don't associate myself with those
So do
people
I,
anymore.
actually.
Mm.
But with
Yeah, I just
that
enjoy it, but like,
there's a
said-
con coming up for there's a con coming up for Thomas, and I'm not really, and
Not
I'm hoping
what,
it's not
really?
in-
no.
What? For real?
Yeah,
while these people have their little problems with
If you were
that,
to go to that con, people would probably end up getting murdered, knowing those people.
and guess what
Literally.
it's called?
Oh God.
What?
Oh God.
Magic Railroad.
What?
Core.
Huh?
Okay then.
All right.
anyway, with that shit
I was
said,
expecting something with Tankies Unite or whatever it was.
Oh my God.
Yeah, no.
I hated
Any-
that. I hated that.
I still hate that
Just
word.
just as much as I hate this word, simp. I hate that word
Oh God.
so much.
Or
Simp.
Oh.
brocomotive.
The
Oh,
locomotion.
no.
with that said,
No end of the street.
No,
No.
no, no.
Die, die.
we've gone way over the damn hour already.
No end of the podcast.
Shut up!
Oh, he's
What?
mad.
See, this is as what has led me to these people. Like,
Thank you for listening.
this is
Goodbye.
what I do to people.
Yep.
Yep.
Thank you for listening. Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
So long.
Goodbye.